Well, I was phoned by a group of artists from Lone Twin, Gary and Greg, and they are performance artists in the way they work with water and work with people and work with stories. And this boat isn't just the boat that you see in front of you, it's a collection of pieces of wood, but more importantly all the stories that are behind the story of each piece of wood.
So you received 1,200 pieces of wood. Are all of them worked into this boat?
All 1,221 pieces of wood and stories are in this boat, every single one of them.
Is there any piece of this boat that has a really particular story that you were touched by?
Well, it was my mother's idea to come up with the donation that we'd collectively put in, and it was my old wooden toy. It was a little dog that I used to pull along as a kid on a string, and it had a funny little squeaking wheel and it made a funny noise as it went through. And we realised that was originally wood, so that's on the inside of the boat, still looking like a little wooden toy that I pulled along.
How did you, as a silver medalist, involved in this project? Was it since the beginning?
Yeah, it was since the beginning. I'm also a boat builder. I built many race boats and many old boats as well. And so they knew that I was both a sailor and a craftsman myself, and also someone who likes a challenge and doesn't often say no. So they knew that when they called me, I wouldn't just turn around and say, no, it can't be done, it's too difficult, it's crazy. I went, well, if I can win an Olympic medal and sail in the America's Cup and do the Volvo Ocean Race, then I could probably put together a boat made out of thousands of objects.
Besides of you, how many persons worked on this project?
Well, of course, I couldn't have done it by myself. We had an incredible amount of volunteers, really dedicated and devoted people, as well as a small group of professional boat builders. It was a big collective spirit, like the name of the boat. I think the team would have been over 100 people that were involved in some way or another. So this is the tiller that steers the boat, and we were donated a tiny shaving of wood from one of Jimi Hendrix's guitar. The son of the man who used to fix all his guitars gave us this little shaving, and I didn't want to glue it in, I wanted to keep it moving. So we've got this little casket here that holds the shaving, and so it's in the rudder. But the tiller here, again with about 500 pieces of wood in it alone. This is a feather on a sword, a pacifist sword. So rather than a solid sword that can do damage and hurt people, it's just a feather. And so we've got the feather laminated in here. This is a little mouse, and the mouse came from Pippa Blake's daughter and Sir Peter Blake's daughter. Sarah Jane Blake gave us this little mouse, and she had it when she was a child. And this is a woggle, we call a woggle, which holds a scarf around a neck from a Boy Scout. And this Boy Scout let the birds, the doves off at the 1948 Olympics, all those years ago. And it even has a little compass in it.